Boom. What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday to you all, and welcome to another live beer review. Today, we got a pretty special one that I don't really... Okay, it's special because I like the style of beer and the ABV of it's going to be pretty nice for Monday, but I don't really know much about this brewery. Aftertaste Brewing Cooperative is out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and they have a pretty cool kind of style they like to do with things. When it comes to, it was three guys that were rugby players. They all played on separate teams, and they decided, well, they found out after playing with each other all the time that they were all homebrewers. So they kind of became really good friends, and then they kind of started working together, and then they opened up Aftertaste Brewing Cooperative out of Minneapolis. And they have a lot of cool stuff, and I have really high hopes for this one because my dad drank this one, and he said it's one of the best beers he's ever had. Well, barley wines he's ever had in general, but their website's pretty cool as well. So you got their website, they show their story, and then you can get bottles, crowlers. I guess they do slushies and stuff too, glassware. They have some pretty cool glassware. Let's see what they have. So they have coffee mugs, all kinds of cool different like beer glasses you can get. But yeah, it just is one of those Minneapolis brewing companies that kind of just went under my radar. I don't know why. It just, I guess I'm so used to like a couple other breweries from around that area to where I almost forgot about these guys even existed. So this one's coming up for review. This one is called Life Ain't Fair, and it's a barley wine ale that comes in at 14.8%. So pretty high up there on the ABV for sure. This isn't anything sessionable. This is just something that's just a nice sipper, and it's just going to be a nice, hopefully smooth, maybe have notes of like chocolate, toffee, caramel, maybe some dark fruit notes, like maybe like plum, raisin kind of stuff going on. But yeah, I'm excited to try this one. I'm a really big I've started to grow as a really big fan of barley wines. So knowing that I can have another one that I've never even tried before is kind of exciting. So without further ado, let's crack this guy open and see what this thing's all about. I'm expecting this thing to be pretty damn boozy, and oh yeah, well, getting like kind of notes of like raisin, plum, toffee, caramel, kind of chocolatey stuff going on. Yeah, this smells absolutely delicious. Wow. Okay, so I have high hopes for this one since I've been hearing good things about it. So I'm gonna be drinking out of my Whistle Punk glass this afternoon, and let's see how this thing pours. Oh yeah, it definitely has that kind of like toffee, kind of dark brown kind of color to it. Not really much when it comes to like carbonation to it. Well, there is carbonation to it, but it's definitely not really much of a head to it. Yeah, it's like sounds like a sit back and get comfortable kind of beer. You can definitely see the lacing on the side start to stick to the glass just because it's such a higher ABV. Let's see what it gets like on the smell now. Oh yeah, still getting like strong like plum, kind of raisin, chocolatey notes to it. Yeah, it smells absolutely delicious, and this is definitely, I definitely agree, it's a sit back and get comfortable kind of beer because it's 14.8, very high ABV, and it's just going to be hopefully smooth, creamy, and just overall really well rounded, I'm hoping. So without further ado, let's give this guy a try. So cheers everybody, happy Monday. Oh, holy crap. Holy shit. Okay, first of all, if you gave this somebody and didn't tell them it was a 14.8, this is so damn smooth to where it definitely tastes like there's really no booziness to this at all. Definitely getting strong notes of like caramel, toffee in there. Maybe like slight chocolate notes. It's not like kind of like a semi-sweet chocolate. It's not like a milk chocolate. I don't know. It's a light like cocoa kind of flavor. It's not like a specific, like really specific sweetness when it comes to the chocolate in there, but it's definitely like a cocoa kind of chocolatey flavor in there. But you're getting like notes of plum. It gets very raisiny at some points. Yeah, that is just unbelievable. Holy crap. Such a smooth mouthfeel. Very like silky and kind of just, it's very decadent. Very, very decadent. It's very, so well balanced, has a nice body to it. And that's just, that's just unbelievable. Holy crap. So, See, at the aftertaste, definitely having that more of that like plum kind of raisin kind of sitting there on the end. Okay, now after you drink a little bit, you kind of get the booziness that kind of sits at the end, but first sip, you can't even taste the booziness to it at all. It's just something that lingers a little bit at the end. Of course, you get that warm feeling as it goes down your throat. To let you know it's a higher ABV, but holy crap is this delicious. So let's look and see what Untapped has to say about that, because they have a description here as well. So sometimes life calls for a barley wine, and we're here to provide. This is bound to keep you warm and satisfy your sweet tooth. We're torn between saying it tastes like a liquid seized chocolate caramels or a raisin candy, but you get the point. Low bitterness and very, very malty. Yeah, definitely getting like those low malty notes in there. A lot of notes of caramel, raisin. So it's like they're torn between if it get more caramel or if it gets more raisin in this. But to me, it's well balanced in all of those aspects. So very, very nice. Very decadent. Very like it's not too sweet. It's not really bitter at all. It's just overall, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. A fantastic barley wine. Definitely up there with, I would compare this in the realm of like Sticky Monkey and all that kind of stuff. This is one that I would put side by side with like a couple year age Sticky Monkey, and yeah, you'd absolutely love this. Holy crap. Yeah, that's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Getting more of like the raisiny notes coming through for me. The more of the toffee caramel notes, the more you drink it, kind of just become more on the back end. But definitely get that like sweet raisiny kind of thing with like a semi kind of chocolate cocoa flavor in there. Yeah, that's awesome. This is awesome. So Untapped says, like I said before, it's a 14.8% ABV, and they say it has 15 IBUs, which is pretty low IBU rating, so you know that you're not going to get much bitterness out of this. And with over 2,112 ratings, this one has an average rating of 4.12 out of 5, which is pretty damn good for over 2,000 ratings. So let's see what people have to say about this one. So one guy gave it a 4 out of 5. Somebody actually put 5 out of 5, saying what are their favorite beers of all time. And they purchased it at what is this? Okay, it's the Ski Chalet, Ken Viking's Longhouse. So you might be able to get this stuff in South Dakota. Let's see, this guy gave it a 4 out of 5. Somebody else gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Purchased it off Tavor. And let's see, somebody gave this a 3.25, saying it's sweet, which I don't really think it's too sweet at all. This guy purchased it at the Hoppy Monk in San Antonio. So maybe you can get a hold of their stuff down there in San Antonio as well. That's a really cool thing, knowing you can get some of this stuff in Texas when it's brewed up in Minnesota. Awesome. Let's see. This guy gave it a 4.25, saying comparing two barley wines tonight. To me, this tastes like a traditional barley wine. So yeah, definitely have more of those traditional flavors in there. He purchased this at Total Wine in Woodlands, Texas. So, okay, this might be something you can pick up in a lot of places. So you see it down in Texas, see it up in South Dakota. Let's see. This guy gave it a 4 out of 5. What the heck is the Pickle Palace? It's a beer garden, I guess, in Texas. So that's interesting. Another 4 out of 5. 4.25 out of 5, saying hot damn. Purchased at the Oak Street Draft House in Denton, Texas. So yeah. Okay, so it looks like this stuff is pretty available when it comes to being down in Texas. So if anybody here is watching that's from Texas, you might be able to find it at Total Wines near you over there, even at little beer gardens or different like kind of beer stores out there. So that's really cool that they came from all the way up in Minneapolis to get their stuff available all the way down to states like Texas. So that's really, really nice to see, even though when IPA, like Texas is like IPA country, I would say. They have a lot of different IPAs. They do a lot of stuff over there. You really don't see barley wines being the most like popular thing down in Texas, which if I can get it, if that's what they're going to be doing, if that's the new thing down there, I'm definitely happy about that. But overall, yeah, this beer is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Not too sweet, not too bitter, not too boozy at all. You get on the back note, huge notes of like caramel, toffee, raisin, more raisin than anything else. That's what I get. But yeah, just fantastic. So pretty good ratings on this one, I would say. Of course, my esteemed father rated this one a 4.5 out of 5 when when we got it up to board, because I get 2 cans, one for me, one for him, saying this is one of the best barley wines that he has ever tasted, and so smooth and full body. So that's good to know, but let's see what we're going to start doing about this one. What our ratings are going to be. Let's see. But let's pour a little bit more in the glass, and let's talk about can art. Because I'm actually a really big fan of this can art, to be honest. It's very classy, very smooth. It kind of reminds you of somebody like walking out west, kind of with the canyon and stuff, either like Wyoming or Nevada, like walking down the old dusty trail kind of vibe. The colors they chose for the sky and like kind of that sunset kind of vibe in there, I think it's just really cool, really classy. Of course, you have the Fair State Brewing Cooperative logo on the top. But yeah, I like how they pretty much made the can art like its own kind of mural, to be specific. There's a guy walking with his dog, so that's really cool. Kind of just a traveler, an old traveler, and he's just going down. This is supposed to, I would guess, kind of like personify like just simplicity, and like sometimes you just gotta go, when they say life ain't fair, it isn't fair. So things might hit you on the way, but overall you choose your own path practically. So I think that is really cool that they did this with this can. I'm going to give this a solid like 4.5 out of 5 for can art. I really, really like the colors. I really like the kind of just simplicity of just a guy walking down the road. Really cool color for the sky and the sunset going there. So really, really nice. Very classy. Definitely something that would catch my attention in a liquor store or a bottle shop for sure. So let's see. If I got this one in a flight at Fair State Brewing Cooperative, would I get another one? Unfortunately, it's not available at the brewery right now. I don't even think it's available in cans over at the brewery. But knowing that people are still purchasing it in like places down in Texas and all that stuff, that's really nice to see. But if I went there during the time when they had this on tap and everything, would I get another one after I get into flight? Absolutely. I'd probably, if it came in 4-packs, I'd probably grab like 2 or 3 4-packs to bring home. Or if I can get like 2 or 3 crowlers and just enjoy the hell out of it, because this is definitely something that's on the top tier of top tiers when it comes to barley wines for me. Like I said, it's up there with names like a couple year aged Sticky Monkey, in my opinion. Yeah, almost perfect in what I look for in a barley wine. Almost perfect. Yeah, this one's definitely going to be a high rated one for sure. So, let's see. Yeah, totally we get more of this. I really want more of this. But what is my final rating on this one going to be? It's tough. Like I said, it's going to be up there with some of the best beers I've ever had, best barley wines I've ever had. It's that good. That good. So if anybody down in Texas can get your hands on this stuff, Jake, I don't know if you might be able to get your hands on this stuff since you're kind of in that area too. I don't know how you feel about boozy barley wines, that kind of thing. But yeah, this is unbelievable. An unbelievable beer. So I think I'm going to give this one a solid 9.5 out of 10. Really, really good. Like I said, up there with the names of like Sticky Monkey that's been aging for like 2 to 3 years. I would put this on top with any barley wine I've ever had in my life. It's that enjoyable, that smooth, so well-rounded. Not too boozy, not too sweet, not too bitter. Everything about this one is almost exactly perfect. It's what I feel like barley wine should kind of be, like put after, if you get what I mean. So it's like, this is like the blueprint of a great barley wine, in my opinion. So overall, yeah, they did a fantastic job with this one. Absolutely fantastic. But at the end of the day, every taste buds are subjective. So if you have the opportunity to try this, let me know down in the comments below, or you can catch me on Untapped. I want to see your check-in on there. Tag me in the check-in, and I want to see what you think, because this one is, to me, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like I said, one of the best beers I've ever had. It's definitely high up there. So, other than that, I think that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. So thank everybody in chat for hanging out. You guys are amazing. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. Help me out a lot. Also, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell. We'll let you know whenever I go live, do another review. And also, if you want to shoot me a friend request on Untapped, you can find a link to my profile down in the description below. Or if you look at my Instagram, you can find my link tree showing to my YouTube, my Untapped profile, and all that. Shoot me a friend request. It's a fun little platform. You can see people like me, Kentucky, Duchess, the Typhons, all kinds of Ian Thomas is on there. A bunch of us are on there checking in beers and just having a good time. So overall, really, really cool platform there. And of course, you might be able to find more Fair State Brewing Cooperative stuff on Savor. I haven't really seen much of them drop from there. I've seen, holy crap, wow, Nick, you are late. And by the way, I think I might have found a beer that is kind of similar to Sticky Monkey. And it's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. But other than that, guys, that's what I have for you guys this afternoon. So thank you again for everybody tuning in. Again, make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. It would help out a lot. And I'm going to say it like I always say it. I'm going to get the hell out of here. If you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And I will see you all tomorrow, people. Cheers.